Hey everyone, so I am going to be absent for 7th and 8th periods on Tuesday, January 11th. You are responsible for completing the assignment titled The Belgian Congo. I'm going to walk through it with you right now, just like I would if I was with you in person. And I just want to say right away that if I receive this completed assignment in Google Classroom, meaning people turn it in from 80% of the class for 7th and 8th periods, you will get all 5 stickers. But I also need to see a good behavioral report from the sub. So please keep those two things in mind. So you'll see a do now here first, and this is really just to go over the 4 motives. It says, what do you think the main reason Europeans invaded Africa is? So take a moment and respond to that first. What you're going to be doing today is learning about the Belgian Congo specifically and King Leopold and looking at different documents to think about why he is going to invade the Congo and what are the consequences of him invading the Congo. So if you need the definitions of imperialism, they're right here for you. And let's talk about King Leopold. So here he is on the right. King Leopold is the king of Belgium. Belgium is a country in Europe, and this map is showing it to you right here in red. And we can see from this slide that King Leopold has money on his mind. If I go to the next slides, we have more information. The Congo is what King Leopold of Belgium is going to invade and colonize. Now, the Congo was 75 times bigger than Belgium. King Leopold II is actually going to claim the Congo as his own personal colony. So he's going to say this belongs to the country of Belgium, but it also belongs to me personally. Now, he's going to do that because he's realizing that the Congo is going to make him extremely wealthy through its bountiful supply of rubber. We talked about yesterday, periods 7 and 8, how rubber comes from a plant that is abundant in the Congo rainforest. I put a little picture of it here for you. And rubber is a really valuable natural resource for tires, for a lot of machinery. And King Leopold is realizing he can make quite amount of money of that. So what he's going to do is he's going to hire this guy named Henry Morton Stanley. Now, Henry Morton Stanley calls himself an explorer, but I think we can call him more of a conqueror. He is King Leopold's boots on the grounds. He is the one that's going to go into the Congo and enslave the Congolese people and force them to start harvesting rubber. So we have some more information about that on this slide. Now, let's look at our task. I'm going to read where it says your task today. So in this slide deck, there are 4 documents. It's your job to go through each one, read it carefully. If there's any images, look at the images carefully. Attached to this assignment, there is a note catcher that looks like this. This is your worksheet today. This is what I'm grading. This is like when I'm looking for that 80% completion rate from your class, I'm looking for these squares to be full of thoughtful answers and the exit ticket responded. So definitely have this open in another tab and notice I should not see any copy and pasted responses. So let's look at document A, and I'm actually going to start document A with you guys. So this is document A. It says that this is information from conversations between King Leopold and his guy, Henry Morton Stanley. So this picture to the right is Henry Morton Stanley, the gentleman with the white hat and the uniform holding the rifle. That is Henry Morton Stanley. And let's just read what they're talking about. I'll start at the beginning. I'm sure if I quite openly give Stanley the job of taking possession in my name of some part of Africa, the English will stop me. So I think I'll just give Stanley some job of exploration, which would offend no one. This is King Leopold speaking. Privately, Leopold tells Stanley to purchase as much land as you will be able to obtain. Obtain is like get. And take control as soon as possible without losing 1 minute all the chiefs from the mouth of the Congo to the Stanley Falls. So right there, King Leopold is telling Stanley to take control of the chiefs. Those would be the Congolese leaders. He's telling them that Henry Morton Stanley needs to control them. He kind of needs to make them do whatever he wants. So the last paragraph here says, Leopold also tells Stanley, it is a question of creating a new state, as big as possible, and of running it. It is clearly understood that in this project, there is no question of granting the slightest political power to the Negroes. That would be absurd. Here, King Leopold is very clearly saying in that last 2 sentences that under no circumstances does he want the Congolese people to have any power. He is telling Stanley to go in, invade, take control, and quite frankly, enslave the Congolese people so King Leopold can get what he wants. That's what this document's about.